What's going to be your focus, Congressman?
So I'm going to start with the Durham report, which we had Special Counsel Durham before us 2 weeks ago. And I asked him, was there a Russia collusion? And he said no. Russia collusion was a hoax. And then we're going to go all the way up and talk about targeting, censoring, and suppressing. That is what the FBI has been doing. And it's misleading for him to say, oh, you know, the fine people of the FBI. We know there's fine people of the FBI, but the leadership is rotten to the core.
I have one question. In 2019, it turns out, according to the Durham report, the FBI knew the laptop was authentic. Did they tell William Barr? Did they tell President Trump? Did he know? How did he allow this chicanery to happen until the next president's elected?
Brian, that's part of the suppression. And actually, it's a big part of the election interference. When people talk about election interference, that was election interference, where they did not allow this information to come out in 2020 that could have affected the 2020 election.
Look at the Twitter files. In it, specific FBI agents making calls to the we only know Twitter, it's probably Facebook and everything else, to suppress certain posts, certain columns, or shadow ban others. Has he been ever asked about this?
Yeah, that's part of the censorship, and he's going to hear a lot about that today, especially in light of Judge Doty's decision down in Louisiana, where the federal court has said that you are censoring the American people. In fact, I think he said something like it's most the elaborate censorship scheme that we've seen in the history of the United States, and he's going to hear a lot about that today.
Congressman, do you realize he'll push back and say if anybody wants to stop China and Russia and North Korea, it's going to be us? So if you tie our hands, we can't help. What's your response to that?
Well, you can use legitimate means. The problem is they're not going after Russia, China, Iran. They're going after the American people. They go after parents at school board meetings. They're going after conservative Catholics. They're going after Americans, not the foreign interests that they really should be focused on.